It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, to all my friends in Halloween land.
I love the look. I gotta tell you.
Do you love the look?
I love the look.
You gotta be brave to wear that.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
You can't see yourself?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, look at this.
I love that.
I want to wish all of you, my head's spinning. I lost my eyes. All of you a merry Halloween, safe and be safe. But welcome to the. I'm gonna tell you something. It's about 200 degrees in here.
I don't know how the animator had it on, but happy Halloween, everyone.
Thank you very much.
I like that a lot. And you got paws and everything. You're good to go.
I got a flea.
You got a flea? Shall we scratch for you? This is like my giant Toto. There you go.
If I only had a brain. No, what was it, the lion?
Cowardly lion.
Cowardly. If I only had a heart. Courage.
Courage. You got your courage.
I remember. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. To all our friends out there, I want to thank you for having us here for 2 years.
A little over 2 years
we've been here. A little over 2 years at the Heart of Delray Art Gallery, which today is going to be our last recorded show here.
Absolutely.
And I can't see you, but I know you're out there somewhere.
I am out here in TV land with you.
All right, and we have on set today Mr. Paul.
Travel Thursday.
It is Travel Thursday at the Brooklyn Cafe, and of course, no better way to end out the month of October than with Paul Vadiato, cruiseoptics.com, and a lot of new changes. This is our last day at the Heart of Delray Gallery, but a lot of new things happening, and you will find all about that on Monday, unless we do a special post over the weekend. We'll see how our weekend rolls and goes.
I'm going to come as the Godfather.
Yeah,
Put some cotton in my mouth.
Doesn't Dawn look absolutely adorable today?
She does. We actually went and visited the children's
the Delray Beach Children's
Garden. And Dawn did a flip.
You mean like a ballerina flip?
I didn't, but the Children's Garden, we went to see Jeannie Fernsworth, and she's so amazing. Yeah. And the kids, we postponed it from last week to this week, and it was Halloween. I said, we got to go. Now, it is about 100 degrees outside, so we know it's October in Florida, and we're walking through the garden. They went, oh, Dorothy is here, and these kids are amazing. Thursdays at 10 o'clock is a special Mommy and Me for 5 and under, and they were playing in the garden, but it's not just a little garden. She knows every plant, every fruit tree. You name it, they have it. There's a wishing well, and there's a bed, a garden bed for the angels. And so it's a bed frame, and they have it made, and there's angels in there, and they have the flowers covering her in a quilt, and it's just a spectacular place.
It was huge, and we were eating fruit off the tree.
I've never eaten a fruit off a tree. You can take the Jewish girl out of Boca, but
How did they know who you were in this getup?
Who wouldn't? I think the red shoes were pretty much the getaway.
Did she wear something like that?
Yeah, that's the Dorothy.
It's the Dorothy costume.
Where's camera 3? Hey, Hector. Let's put camera 3 on some of our. Let's get Manuel. Let's get the It lady out here.
Let's get you in your Cowardly Lion costume. Let's take some pictures of our crew.
It's too hot in there.
It's a little hot.
I'm gonna wear the wizard. Hey, what's her name?
Anya.
Anya.
And we have somebody new. We have Erin. I said it's with an E. She doesn't know it's an A, but she's got an A.
Come and sit over here. We're gonna put you on camera so you can identify yourself. Manuel.
Which one? Can you toss him the mask?
Yes, I can toss him the mask.
Michelle, I'm so glad you're here. Today is our last day here at the gallery. It is our last official show at the gallery. And with that, this is a plant from the children's garden. This is a coffee bean. And inside this cherry that is the bean. This is almond. She sent us all these amazing, smell this, smells like almond. Freddie, where's your coffee?
Oh, it does.
Freddie's
You missed
the
it, I
wizard.
had it on.
Freddie's the wizard. If
I'm
you
going to
know
show
who he
you
is
right
or
now.
what he is, but
Let me
we're
get.
following
Why do you
the
put
yellow
my hat
patrol.
all the way over there? Paul, let me get that hat.
He was wearing it.
All right, let's get them on camera 3 so everybody can see how people get dressed up. And then I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you.
Freddie,
May I fix your hat? I know that TV
you
went
need
out.
to get the top. There you go.
And just so I want you all to be prepared that today we start Mercury retrograde. So if your life is upside down and you feel like things are backwards and the communication is not as it should be, we're in this now until November 20th.
Wait a minute, my horn is busted.
Buckle up your seatbelt, Batman. I can say this is going to be a bumpy ride the next 3 weeks.
Now remember what they say, don't look at the man behind the veil.
The
Is that
man
right?
behind the mask, the wizard.
Not the mask, the veil.
Ready?
The veil. Now, I'm going to tell you a very creepy story for Halloween. You want to hear a creepy story?
Yes, please.
In my life, I have seen lots of visions. Yes?
Yes.
And in my life, there is a woman dressed like this that haunts me.
I know. That's why I can't believe you're wearing
I
it.
cannot believe I'm wearing this. Because this is, I can't even see it. I feel like I'm getting married to Satan.
And with that, maybe you should take it off because we've had
Right.
enough of a bumpy
Now
ride.
that is a hell of a comment.
You like this? I know. Me and Satan. Well, look, I got it.
We've got the clown from It. We've got.
And look at, I got, who's this?
Doesn't she look beautiful as a
You know,
brunette?
not for nothing, but this look that you have here, don't
That's
take it
the
off.
good witch from
Doesn't
the
she look
east.
fantastic?
You look like, you
She's the
have,
Wicked Witch of the West.
No, the good witch from the east.
no, she looks like she's,
Manuel can be Tin Man. You want to be Scarecrow? Tin Man's getting a heart transplant.
Tin Man is over there, and that's what happens when you oil him up. But this look for this young lady here,
Teddy looks spectacular. She
I'm gonna
looks
tell you
gorgeous
something.
as a brunette, I have to tell you. I did a double take because I forgot you're blonde. And 'cause she looks so great. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at
Camera
that.
3. Let's put her in camera 3 as well. What are you, Popeye the Sailor?
Captain is calling you.
She's a sexy sailor.
Sexy sailor.
That's what you gotta love about the cafe. There's Ev, our sexy sailor, in the house. Gotta love our crew. There's cookies, there's candy. We're having a Halloween party, so if you are in the area of 1440 North Federal Highway, come on out, come celebrate with us.
Come say hi.
Come say hi. It's our last day here on air, and we're moving and packing and on the road next week.
Now, how in the world can, wait a minute.
How are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
You remind
Oh,
me
I
probably
like, I
of
like this because you can't see what's under the
your
veil.
grandmother. I don't know. You're hiding behind the veil. A little scary there, but we've got an amazing crew and a very special thank you to Atsiri Mexican restaurant. Paul, you need to come with us.
I saw that
because
from yesterday.
They were the nicest, most gracious hosts. I mean, Ramona's always amazing, and she may be coming to see you. I don't know, Paul. You've got your own fan club. That's all I
Hector.
can tell you.
Hit the cable in the back of that so I can see the 3D.
So
Ramona was absolutely amazing the last time we were there, and she was busy that day.
she was so busy. The Mexican restaurant was so busy yesterday, and we went on their least busy day, and they were packed.
It was packed.
They were so busy. My mom, no one could find her. Where was she? Sitting next to Freddie. There was an APB out on my mother, and she was with Freddie.
They couldn't find her.
I know.
She disappeared, and she's sitting next to me drinking double-fisted margaritas.
I love that. I got some good pictures. You had one fist, and she had the
Yeah.
other. Getting ready for Halloween. So the kids were amazing today at the Delray Beach Children's Garden. And if you are anywhere in the area of Atlantic and 2nd, it's near the courthouse. It's near the library.
Oh, look who's that. The
Check
beach
out this children's garden.
Sandman in the house.
Dr. Love is in the house. Paul, you may know Dr. Love, do you?
Yeah.
And Adrian is in the house. They were with us yesterday. They're going to teach me how to breathe. And just when I started breathing, I went, and not again.
You had a hiccup.
I had a hiccup and hit another speed bump. So we keep rolling and going. Our phone lines are open. Give us a call at 888-994-4995. Say hi to our board up. Say hi to Glenn and Teddy. We got Hector running the camera. And our Brooklyn Cafe Gazette will be going out today, I hope, to a mailbox.
It's going
near
out
you.
today. Yes, it's going out. Manuel Double M told me it's going out today. You know, I can't do nothing with this one.
Why? You can't see
I
it.
can't see
your
it.
fingers.
I could
Turn it around.
No, because they'll see me.
No, yeah, they gotta
Don't look
paint
at
you
the
on
man
who
behind the
wizard
veil.
is.
What are you laughing at? What are you
Got
laughing
her
at?
feathers in.
Because I'm not wearing a costume.
Why not? They told me. They say to. They
You said it was a. What did you say?
He
You
said-
it was.
Come as you are.
Come as you are.
Yesterday, this gentleman and his better half were on the show, and people were writing in. They call him the Sandman.
Sandman.
Is that true? Or
Really?
did Freddie
Sandman.
make that up?
No, I didn't make.
For the
I wish I
beach.
could. I'm not good enough to make it up. And they call him the Sandman
Because after Dr. Love, you hit the sand?
well, his name is George Love,
George Love. Oh, okay.
Dr. George Love, right? But we
my
were talking
name.
about the event that he does on the beach because he does this. You know, she go,
Meditation,
he stay, and she gone.
She gone.
And people were writing in. People were writing in because you get the first 2 sessions free after that. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
And people were writing in and says that they want to call Dr. Love, who is well known in the community as Dr. Love, they want to call him the Sandman.
So explain to her what the Sandman is.
The Sandman was a baseball terminology for Mariano Rivera, the greatest relief pitcher in the history of the game.
I just figured he went to the beach.
And it was a song. No, the Sandman meant that when you came into the game over, because he sand out the bats. But because they're on the beach doing their thing, I thought appropriately is to call him the
You
Sandman.
know, it rained this morning and we stopped the rain.
Yeah.
No, I know. You sent it to my house. Thanks a lot.
We went to the beach. It was raining. I looked at her. She looked at me and like, and literally within 60 seconds, the rain stopped.
That's amazing.
That is incredible.
You are known to make a lot of things stop. Hearts. And
You having fun with that hat?
I am. I'm trying to figure out what's my best look.
Teddy, he's trying to figure out his best look here with the hat for Halloween.
I feel like it gives me a little hair.
But I feel like we're hitting the yellow brick road. I'm going to click my heels 3 times. Almost we started at the Children's Museum on their path. We're clicking our heels, we're hitting the yellow brick road, and we're making all dreams come true.
Listen, because we're moving, I want a clean house. I got 4 tickets to the Pinball Museum. Is that what it's called?
Oh,
So
yeah.
Pinball Museum, absolutely.
Pinball Museum. So if you call, what's the number? Give me a number.
888-994-4995.
And you call that?
4 free tickets.
And you come and I'll send them to you, or you can pick them up, or we'll meet somewhere over a beer or something. I want to get rid of these tickets. I got a lot of stuff to give away.
We got a lot of stuff to give
The
away.
Pinball Museum is fabulous.
Isn't it
You will
great?
love
We also
it.
have 2 tickets for Pride and Prosecco, which is coming on Thursday, November 7th from 6 to 9 at the Delray Beach Public Library. A whole lot of shopping and vendors giving things away, free gifts, a prize wall. So come on out. We got 2 tickets for that. So just give us a call and we'll get those tickets to you as well.
That's right.
And in the meantime, before you got all kinds of
You
things.
remember this?
I remember that.
Remember what this was?
That's your doll.
Isn't that the acupuncture doll?
Could be.
That's the voodoo doll, isn't it?
This is my it grinds my beans doll when I'm a little upset.
Yeah, so you stick pins in it. That's what it's for.
It had a dagger in it, and then they sewed it back up because I sort of ripped it in half. But
Yeah, it's a voodoo doll.
kind
Is
of
it?
that. It's
Yeah.
how do you know about voodoo?
I know.
You're Dr. Love, not Dr. Voodoo.
I know a lot of things, man.
Do you? Do you? Oh, there you go. This is Halloween outfit.
And there you go. We're hitting Halloween. We've got Paul with us. We've got some special travel deals. What do you got cooking?
Singles going to Greece.
Well, that sounds like
Singles
fun.
going to Greece.
Singles going to Greece.
That's what you got cooking?
That's what I got going.
Where are they
Tell us.
going?
Going to the Greek islands, 8 days from Venice, Italy, August 15th to August 22nd.
Venice, Italy.
Venice, and singles. So you go either by yourself or you can go with a friend. Special pricing.
Okay, but
sing-
we're not single.
But this
Can
is
we
a
go?
special
Can we go?
singles
Can we go?
cruise.
Yeah.
to Greek
Still go?
Isles.
You know, when you walked in here, you weren't single. When you keep talking, when you walk out of here, you may be. You just saying.
Yep. But price is starting at $2,700 plus airfare.
Now, where are we going? We're going to land in Greece?
We're going to start in Venice, Italy.
Oh, you didn't say that. You said
I
Greece.
did. Greek islands.
Venice just changed
Venice,
everything.
Italy. And then we're going to Montenegro in Greece, in the island of Kotor. Then we're going to
Montenegro is in
Corfu.
Greece?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought Montenegro was in like South America.
Then Santorini in Greece.
Santorini. You ever been to
Yes.
Santorini?
And
I've never been to Santorini.
Mykosos.
Who's?
And
Mykosos.
Mykosos.
Mykonos.
I call it Mykosos.
Yeah, forget it, Mykosis. That's something you're getting your
Hey.
eye. It's not even Mykosis. It's Mykonos.
And then Kefalonia in Greece. And then back to...
Catalonia.
Then Dubrovnik in...
Where?
Dubrovnik in
Rub what?
You
Croatia.
rub Nick.
You rub it.
You rub Nick.
You rub Jane or John or something. I don't
Dubrovnik
know.
in
You rub Nick.
Croatia.
Rub Nick.
In Croatia.
On the Norwegian Star, and it's for singles. And we don't see a lot of single stuff, but this is really going to be nice. So you got a choice. You can either go and take the whole cabin, or if you either want to bring a friend with you, then there's a price for that. Or if you don't have a friend to go with you, the cruise line will match you up with somebody who's compatible. And prices start as low as $2,700.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait, what you saying? You can go and the cruise line is going to hook
If
you
you
up?
don't have someone who wants to travel with you and you want to save some money,
Yeah.
the cruise line will give you an opportunity to cruise with someone else who's by
the room?
themselves. Yeah, you share a cabin.
Holy smokes.
Can you pick gender of your roommate?
They typically go same gender.
Typically doesn't mean
That
absolutely.
works though.
If you got only women going and one guy, eventually somebody's going to roommate with the one guy, right?
Unless the women like the women.
I'm not talking about that. Continue.
What if all the women want to be with the one guy?
They-
Yeah.
Well, then he's
it's
going to
pretty
have
good to be that
multiple
one guy.
rooms. He's going to sleep on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday.
It could be really good to be that guy.
It could be very
You know, to
tiresome.
show that girl.
You know,
be that guy.
not for nothing, but you bring in the very exotic trips.
Well, how about the Passions of Thailand? Same kind of a deal.
Passions of Thailand.
December 28th through January 6th. We have Caribbean New Year's cruise, all singles.
All single.
That sounds good.
Prague New Year's Delight,
does.
28th to January
Caribbean?
5th.
Wow.
And
Korean New Year.
we also have one going to Prague over the New Year's.
Now, you ever been to Prague?
No.
You know what a Prague is?
I hear it's beautiful.
Isn't that where they negotiated the truce of World War II and NATO was there and all that?
You
went to
school in
Prague?
Yeah. Really?
Great. How pretty of a city is it?
You lived in Prague and you came back to Florida? Are you insane?
So hard getting back to Florida.
Why would you do that?
I mean, it was an exchange program I was doing.
Well, exchange you back.
So, all the, since these are singles that are going, at night they have many mixes and mingles, the entire purpose of which is to get you to meet new people, dances, contests, challenges, and it's an opportunity to go away, and what happens on the cruise stays on the
It's
cruise.
like Las Vegas on the ocean.
And you go and you have a good time. Bring your naughty out.
Bring your naughty. Bring your naughty.
Trick or
Put in
treat right here at the Brooklyn Cafe.
And that would be a trick or treat.
Paul's naughty bag. You open it, there's nothing in it.
Bring out the naughty.
There are, I mean, you guys are together, but there are a lot of singles who are looking to get away and have fun, and all adults, and they're ready to play.
That might be an opportunity
Paul, this-
for counseling. For relationship counseling.
It'd be a lot of fun is all we can
There
say.
are there are also couples that go just to meet people. It doesn't mean that anything's going to happen. Just to meet different. When you go on cruises, it's all about meeting people.
It is. But, typically on a singles cruise, you're going to have an overabundance of women
I know. Why is that, Paul?
because men die ahead of women, and many of the women who have the time and the dollars to travel, they go, and it's a great opportunity for a guy to go and have a great time
It is true.
meeting new people,
It is.
especially if
Can I
you
ask a
like.
question?
Yeah, sure.
How many people are on the cruise?
About 200, 198.
It's a small
Okay.
cruise, a
Yeah.
small ship.
Yeah, he has things that have like 3,000. I took my
1900. Did I say 198? 1900.
1900 is different from 200.
Just by a couple.
Couple of zeros. I went with Freddie on a cruise, and when they were hanging out in the beach, I'm having a beer, and so we sail, and there were like 20 women, and I said, "Go introduce yourself." And he came back with digits. He had like 20 different digits and rooms. He says, "I can't go on this trip." I wish he was here.
Other vernacular, digits, numbers.
Numbers, phone numbers, digits, what? And he says, I can't go on this trip. I go, why? He says, what am I gonna do with all these people? I says, you're gonna hang out with them. He was like overwhelmed, but it does happen.
It's
like a giant
just the
party.
way it is. And those that are over 55 are the ones who most often partake of these type of activities.
Now, I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
Because when I went with Freddie on this cruise, there was nobody that he was talking to in the 55 age range. Are these made specifically for 55 and up, or you get a mixed bag on 20s and 30s?
Well, most of them are over the holidays. I mean, the one in August is in the summer, so you may get some single moms that are going, or single dads. But if they're over the holidays, you're going to get a broad mix of people who are not wanting to be alone or have family issues they don't want to have to address. And they go away and they have a good time. And the ships are decorated and everybody's out to have a good time and enjoy the season, whatever that might mean to you.
So if you're in your 50s, you could be comfortable to go on this trip and you shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, and I had a call from somebody that there's a ship coming out from Virgin Airlines. You know Bronson.
Looking at you and then Dr. Love next to you. Now we're talking about Virgin Airlines. This is hilarious.
Virgin Cruises is just going to be launching their ship, and it is spectacular.
What is the name of the ship, I wonder?
They haven't put a name to it yet, but it's being finished up. They're going to christen the ship, and it is going to be state-of-the-art, and it is geared for millennials.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
you guys are getting your own ships.
I understand Virgin Airways sold out to Alaska Air, and now they're starting Virgin Cruises.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got out of the air. And it's funny because I bought my ticket to go to Mars from Virgin Air.
Virgin,
it was on Facebook. Remember
You
I
go to Mars?
posted?
You did buy it.
It's a one-way
Or the
ticket.
moon.
It's a one-way ticket.
No, it's to Mars. It's a one-way ticket. He'll take you. There's no problems you're coming back.
Come back, right?
That's what it says.
Well, it's $1 to go, but the price of the oxygen, that's where they get you.
Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, more with Paul Vadiato, cruiseoptics.com for all of your cruising needs. Give Paul a call.
Got a lot of deals.
561-232-2626. And while he's here, let's blow up the phone lines. 888-994-4995. We've got Dr. Love and Adrian. It is Halloween at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Get your tickets.
We've got a lot of things to give
I got
away,
more
so
stuff.
give us a call. We'll be right back. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
As we age, our stem cells decline in their ability to heal our bodies. Imagine a patch that could activate your stem cells and reset them to a younger, healthier state. No supplements, nutrients, or drugs enter your body. Activate your stem cells with this patented phototherapy. Benefits include the support of wound healing, rapid pain relief, increased energy, better sleep, reduced stress, sharper mental focus, and an overall feeling of youthful vitality. When you're at your best, you experience the world differently. Contact us at 561 1-800-929-1627. For a free consultation to help you feel your best, activate your own stem cells with this affordable patented phototherapy. Call today, 561-929-1627.
And we're back and welcome back.
Welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe. Happy
You got
Halloween.
all sorts of stuff. You got green stuff growing.
We've got coffee plants, we've got almond plants, we've got this beautiful bottle. We are creating the Garden of Eden is what we're doing. Or the Tree of Life. We've got a lot of things going on, a lot of new paintings, and we're cleaning house. So we're cleaning out
Come
the
on down,
because
because we got to go. We have to unpack lightly. So come on down.
It's a going away party here at the cafe. Paul's got a lot of deals. This is from 26 Degrees, I think. Yes?
Okay.
That's what it says.
Yes.
Is that a local craft brewery?
It's a local craft brewery down in Pompano.
No
Yes.
kidding.
Also, go and enjoy Barrel of Monks off of Clipmore Avenue. Good friends of the show. We are bringing down a couple of bags of coffee if I can find them
They've
somewhere.
been sitting in my car. I just got to get over there.
We got to get over. We are going to have a beer made from coffee. And Don Pablo is our bourbon master. He has 7 different types of coffee as well. And if you've seen the show, you know the Brooklyn Cafe has its own brand. But go check out Barrel of Monks. Nice place to do some business.
I see they also put CBD oil into coffee now.
They put CBD in a lot of things.
Listen, I went home, opened the door, and I got showered with CBD. It's in your house. It's everywhere. It's on commercials. It's everywhere.
It's like a scent now.
It's like Dr. Love.
They have the
all
little
over.
scenties you put in the washer when you do your clothes.
Yeah, CBD set. There you have it.
You
All
know,
right, so we've got
that's a great freaking
You
idea.
like that, huh?
Wow. Did you hear that?
CBD in your laundry.
No? What's the matter? We having a problem?
You drinking that with a what?
What you drinking?
What
Now?
is
Is that a pencil?
It's her metal straw.
You have a metal straw.
Yeah, it's collapsible and it comes with a cleaner so you don't waste plastic.
You have a
saves-
metal straw.
It saves the oceans without a plastic straw.
What happens if that straw gets rust? Because it's metal.
You clean it. There's a thing that goes inside of it.
Oh my goodness.
Just
gracious.
one more thing to put in my purse.
When I was growing up, we used to have straws that had stuff in it, and we used to drink
Pixie
the
sticks.
Yes, and then we used to use it as a straw. So this metal stuff, I don't know where it goes from. I used that thing for months.
The pixie stick?
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the new millennial. The world of the millennials of being earth and environmentally
How is
friendly.
Okay.
It's really busy.
It's busy in a straw. You guys want to go to Greece? We have a lot of singles deals. Thailand, Greece, what else?
Paul, have you been to Greece?
I have.
Okay. You like it?
I love Greece. I love Italy better.
I went to Greece. I didn't want to leave. I did not want to leave. I
Yeah,
wanted
they-
to live there.
And the people. And the
The
food.
best. Oh, the food was
And
the
the,
giant
and the
tomato.
party.
Every night.
But Italy's going home. You can't beat Italy.
What
for
part
the-
of Italy? Because Italy has different sectors.
Yes. Well, it's still Italy. I mean, my family is originally from Sicily.
Well,
so
you're a mobster.
Palermo.
Oh my God, you're an
Yeah.
ugly mobster. Okay, moving on.
You get the family stories. My grandfather, who's long passed, he had been kidnapped when he was a child in Sicily, and he was ransomed back to the family, and they took a piece of his ear and they cut it off and they
right.
sent it to the family. And, they didn't have a lot of money, but whatever it was, they paid it to get the child back.
Did they give the ear back?
That's crazy.
Well, you get to keep the ear, but you got your child.
But that's the way
Wow.
business was done in Sicily and Italy. It was always a vicious cycle.
I'd rather just take a cruise. The river cruise. Are we cruising in Italy? That cruise you told us about last week. Did that lady book a cruise with you
She
from
did.
Ramona's? She
Yeah,
did?
she did.
Hold on.
Wait. Yeah. He doesn't tell us. So we're at Ramona's.
He doesn't tell us that news. He tells us all the other crap, but he doesn't
Seriously?
tell us that.
We're at Ramona's last week doing a remote in this amazing restaurant, and this woman walks up, yes, in the middle of the show, you can probably rewind it, in front of the cameras and says, my sister's in from New York and she'd like to book a cruise. Can you help her? And boom, there you go.
Not only did she book a cruise, because I knew that was coming, she bought her shoes.
She bought a bag? Did she really?
Yep,
From who?
From the bag lady that was there?
from Egyptian.
Are you kidding?
I mean,
Yeah?
she bought a bag. Which is an amazing concept when you do this, right? Because I didn't even know that these people were coming. They show up, we do an open invite. Like yesterday, open invite, my son was there, Rowan was there, all sorts of people came there. And then we had the hairdresser, which we haven't seen her in like forever.
Angela, she did Bev's hair.
She did Bev's hair, and she's supposed to be coming in here as well. But that was a great piece, and I saw you talking to them. So I said, let me see if I show them the shoes. I had like the bags, and she says, okay, I want to get that one. Dawn wanted to buy 6 until she found out that they're
I
a
needed
little
a few
pricey.
more zeros on it.
Pam Polani is a player. She says when she comes back.
Absolutely.
It's good stuff.
But that's amazing.
Where does she
That's-
book to?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. She's going to go next summer.
Where?
Going to Greece.
I tell you, Greece is the place. You been to Greece? Has he taken you to Greece yet?
Not yet.
Okay, you don't leave here today until he books that. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Singles cruise.
I didn't say
She's
that.
going on the singles cruise.
I didn't say that. I said
Dr. Truth is going on a singles
Are you
cruise.
married?
Dr. Love doesn't buy it.
What is the definition of marriage?
A legal contract.
No.
So they're
Okay.
officially, kind of single.
you never ask a man that. You ask the woman that because what she says goes.
No, because that's where you get the fight. But that would be the perfect opportunity.
Well, I've already planned a Greek island getaway. For
Love
her,
it.
But it's going to be a small boat with only 6 people, not 1,900.
Is it already booked? Did you do it?
No, it's not booked yet.
He has some river cruises. Are you gonna do river cruises?
We have river cruises. I don't think I'm talking. Actually, yes.
He has these river cruises.
Yeah.
It's freaking unbelievable.
Have you ever heard of tennis elbow?
They're actually booking now
I
for.
have wand elbow. I'm just telling you.
Where are you going? If you stay here, come back to Earth. Relax.
I'm going Kansas, by the way.
All right, take it easy, Dorothy. All right, let's talk about
He's
the.
looking up his riverboat cruise.
They're already booking 2021. 2020 is by and large
Oh,
sold.
I can't even book tomorrow. I can't even book tonight, let alone 2021.
What do you mean it's sold out?
Exactly what it means.
It's done. So get it out
There,
next.
there are cabins
Uh-huh.
here and there, but if you want to travel, say a family with 3 or 4 family members going with grandma and grandpa.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, you got room for 2?
We can do 2.
All right, so I see 2 in front of me.
And it's a brand new boat.
And where's it going?
They're going to be going to Seine and Paris. They're going
You like
to
Paris?
Yes.
You ever been there?
The
Yes.
River Seine.
You have? Okay, that don't work. Next. What else you got?
Burgundy and Provence.
That's another country?
Bless you.
That's
No, it's in France.
yeah.
You been there too?
I've been to France a couple of times.
3 nights in Geneva, 7 nights in Lyon.
You been to Geneva?
I have not been
3
to
nights in
Geneva, no.
Barcelona.
You been to Spain,
Been to
Barcelona?
Barcelona, yeah.
Okay, they have Rhine Castle and Swiss Alps.
We got to take her. Forget about you. We got to take her somewhere she's never been.
Somewhere she's never
Where have you never been?
How about 3 nights at Lake Como in Italy? Have you been to
Lake
Lake Como?
Como.
I have not been to Lake Como.
Wow, you never been there?
Adrian, have you been there?
No.
You know what that
I got
is?
the name Dr. Truth. This woman intrigues me. I love every time you bring her back on because she sits there and she just
She
watches.
has such strong energy.
She
I
got-
show people the truth for themselves.
Don't do all of that because it's kind of scary. Now, Lake Como is a beautiful.
Yeah, look at us. If you look at us right now.
I can't believe that I'm actually wearing this. You know, not for nothing, but
You like it?
payback
It's
is a.
working. It's working.
You like it?
Yeah.
These 2 chance. You got until next year for my birthday.
This will be
Now,
the perfect
this is
show
behind
for
the
a
curtain of the
rerun.
great wizard.
I'm glad you took it away from the.
I know it's
yeah.
scaring me.
Yeah.
This is a nightmare I had in my
We
life.
should just re-air this show tomorrow.
We're gonna air it all weekend. We can air it whenever you want. Yeah, we can do that. I want to get back to a place that you've never been.
We found one, right?
Lake Como.
There we
Lake-
go.
Oh, neither
that
one
is
of
a-
you have been there.
It's
No.
beautiful.
We got to go somewhere we both never been.
Right.
But this is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah, I have.
Uh-oh. Look at that
That's why
look.
he's talking about how
What do
great
you
it
think
is.
that look means?
When did that happen?
Well, there was a Freddie before I met you.
Well, I want to hear that about.
I'm
Tell me
57.
about
I think
that,
I was
Freddie.
38 at the time. I did a lot. I traveled a lot in
Your
Europe.
eyes right there. It
Ready
looks like
on
it's a little
You ever
pleasure.
you ever got into a place that it just like boof? I didn't think anybody even knew about this place.
Did you see that look that he gave us?
Magical.
Right? It's like the
Anyway, fast forward.
Yeah.
This you've never been there. This is a beautiful exotic place. Now, if you guys have that connection, you do what you do, you're not gonna come back.
It's
You're
spectacular.
Telling
telling
you.
us we're going to stay in Italy?
You're going to stay in this place. I don't know about all of Italy, but this place is
All of
magic.
the restaurants around Lake Como, they serve the fish from Lake Como, which are, you remember the flying fish?
Of course, you know the
that's,
fly.
that's what it's famous for.
Yeah.
And you see the flying fish, they're out every day catching it, and it goes from the boat to the table.
bag in there.
Una bolsa.
Thank you.
Una bolsa en la basura.
Thank you. La bolsa en la basura.
Bolsa en la basura.
And the wines from Italy.
Fish and
Perfectly paired.
wine. Fish and wine.
Tell me about Lake Como. What makes it so special?
Lake
Fish,
Como-
wine. What else? Is it what it looks like?
It's old Italy. Yeah, if it's old Italy. It's a community
Best.
bakery.
How old? He's asking how. It's old school, baby.
Is it pre-World War II? Is it pre-World War One? Is it
Keep going.
1884?
Keep going.
16th century.
Is it
1500.
1800s, just to have.
1800s?
Yeah.
okay.
Which is the best time is the nights and everything else. Forget about you. It's all about you. It comes back. It's gonna open up because you have that whole sensitivity thing going.
Yes, exactly.
You're talking about change, life changing. I kid you not. I mean, I fool around a lot and I kid around a lot, but this place, magical. Don't go there if you don't want to feel the magic. And you guys are gonna bring this up.
And you don't want to go home.
That's the problem.
First of all, we carry the magic wherever we go.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is gonna short circuit you. Trust me. I put $1,000 on that.
How long did you stay?
3 days.
How long?
3.
That's all?
Well, I was going in different places.
Where else did you go from there?
I've been all over the world. I went to Switzerland. I tell you the story. I met 2 ladies from Switzerland with a friend of mine. Didn't speak a lick of English, Spanish, or anything. I drove their car from Switzerland down to Barcelona and everything in between. I did the French Alps. I did the Spanish Alps. I did Paris. I did Toulouse. I didn't even know what a Toulouse was.
What is Toulouse?
Toulouse, Paris.
That's where they make the
Space?
super train.
Toulouse. We're going to be Toulouse in
Toulouse.
space.
Matter of fact, I bit into a shrimp with the shell on it. 12 stitches in my mouth. I didn't know that they kept the shells.
I have to tell you, I've never met. Maybe you have had as many life experiences as this one, but I can't even believe you're only 57 with the amount of experience.
I went to
you've
Barcelona. You ever been to Barcelona?
had. No.
The bottle of water will cost you $3 in Barcelona, and the wine is free. So for breakfast, you know what Freddie was doing.
Do you have a favorite place you've ever traveled?
Greece.
Mykonos,
Why?
because that's where God was born.
And you were offered to live there and take care of the hotel.
That was in Hawaii.
That was Hawaii.
I'm
I went to
telling
Bubba
you.
Gump.
Do you
Bubba
have-
Gump.
Do you have a bucket list place you want to go?
Alaska. When are we going to Alaska?
August
gotta come.
2020.
August 2022. Alaska. You ever been to Alaska?
I think
No.
we should
I'm gonna feed the
fly
walrus.
to Seattle, rent a car, and drive to Alaska.
Let me tell you something
Can you
about
do that?
driving.
It's a 500-mile
Yeah, let me tell you
road
something
trip.
about that. Let me tell you something.
Tell me about that.
You drive. You get there in 5 days, 4 days. whatever.
500 miles is not 5 days.
It's gonna be more than 2 days, because you're gonna want to stop and have something to
You
eat.
can drive from Seattle to Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through Canada.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
go through Canada.
I'm gonna fly. I'll be on the ship and I'll be waving at you, because I want to get going, man.
You'd
I
be
wanna
waving
get-
with one
see,
hand and drinking the
you're
other.
missing is the
Exactly.
black bears, the grizzly bears, the First Nations reservation. There's Indian reservations in Canada.
I'm gonna tell you something,
You
my
wanna
friend.
stop off?
I'm gonna tell
Have you
you.
done all of that?
No, that's my dream trip.
But then you see,
And
you
your
want to
dream trip also?
No.
What's your dream
What's your
trip?
dream trip?
I probably already lived out all of my dream trips.
But what is it that
Really?
you wanted to do that you've never done?
I feel like so fulfilled in life. I can't even think except inspire and motivate and empower the world more.
Those are desires of okay. But if you had a country or a place to visit, what would it be?
I can't even
Egypt?
imagine. Yeah.
You've been to You've been to Egypt?
Well, I need to go there.
You have to bend over to get into the. She was there too. You know the nose that fell off the Sphinx face?
Sphinx, yeah.
She
I
did.
didn't take it. I really didn't.
You don't bend over, you bend down.
The lady told me bend over. I says, you bend over. And I went to Crete. You ever been to the tombs of Crete?
I have not been to Crete.
They're this tall.
The tombs are that tall.
The entrance.
Oh, the
all
entrance.
this?
Okay.
I went.
When did you do all of these trips?
I used to travel.
Holy
I used to travel, baby. What do you
Okay.
think? This hat came with the head? I used to travel.
Yeah.
I've been to 14 foreign countries before I was 25.
Well, there you go. So you've been
Backpacking?
everywhere.
Did you do what'd you do? Youth
No,
hostels?
I did not do youth hostels. I did Europe on $1 a day.
Love it.
Remember that book?
Yeah.
Oh, you did that with the knapsack in the back in the train?
I rode the trains, yeah, but I didn't do hostels. I found places
People.
to stay. I found people that
All over
stayed
Europe?
with. Yeah, like
Trans-Europe?
What do they call that? Couch surfing. Couch surfing before it was an actual term.
Couch surfing. You slept on somebody's couch.
Yeah.
People are very open.
I don't do that. I can't.
Yeah,
I need luxury.
I was 21 and I looked like I was 14.
You
So
were
they all
21.
took you in, they all felt sorry for you?
They didn't feel sorry for me. They just
Like,
said,
oh, he's just
"Look at
hanging
this
out.
kid. We should take him in."
We should take him in.
But have you
Right.
been to the Galapagos? Have you been to like South America, the
I have
Incas?
not been to Ecuador, which is where the Galapagos Islands.
Yeah. Have you been
That
to the
is-
Incas in Mexico, Guadalupe?
I have
whatever it's
been
called?
to the pyramids in Mexico. Yes.
You've been to the Church of Guadalupe?
Chichen
I've been to Chichen Itza.
Tulum.
I've been to Tulum. I've been to Belize.
You've been to Hawaii. You've
I've
been
been to Hawaii.
Do you have a favorite?
My favorite is Maui.
Yes.
My favorite place is Maui.
I'm gonna tell you Hawaii. I did every island, all of them. I was there for 16 days. I did every island.
Ibiza is also my favorite.
Where's that?
And Mallorca. It's an island off the coast of Spain.
Now Spain is a very interesting country, right? And you can drive over to Portugal, which is what I did. I never knew that the two countries were fighting each other over anything and everything.
Because they don't speak the same language.
The Basques.
One
They
Portuguese,
think one.
the other Spanish.
Well, they compare the wine. Like if you go to the Alps, the French-Spanish Alps, if you ever go there, you visit all of the different spots. So on the French side, they have the best wine, you get it for free. You go to the Spanish side, you drink that for free because they're the best. And the Americas Duste, I was the tourist.
Well, the Basque people, I mean, that's where the conflict comes in.
The Basque and the Catalan
Catalan.
are the
Exactly.
people that the Romans were never able to conquer.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I tell them
Roman conquered the Iberian Peninsula.
But that war is already done. We have to get to move on. It's time to drink.
Okay, you can say that if you want, but there was just a huge demonstration in Spain just like 5 days ago.
Exactly.
Over this?
Over this very subject.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, we're
What
going to talk
the
about this
hell?
when we come back from break.
Are we?
Yeah.
It sounds kind of.
994-4995. We don't talk U.S. politics, but let's see what's going
Let's talk
on
about
around the
Spanish
rest of the world.
I want to
Let's talk about what's
travel.
going on.
I want to travel. Paul, I want you to take me to an exotic
want
place.
Spanish
What do you
food.
got in
Give
your
us a call.
pocket?
Come on down. We are cleaning house here. We're having a
I
house
want
cleaning
an
party.
exotic, luxurious place.
888-994.
I'm gonna put my hat the other way to make it happen.
4995. I'm going to click my heels when we go to commercial break, wave my wand, and we'll make it happen. We'll be right back.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
As we age, our stem cells decline in their ability to heal our bodies. Imagine a patch that could activate your stem cells and reset them to a younger, healthier state. No supplements, nutrients, or drugs enter your body. Activate your stem cells with this patented phototherapy. Benefits include the support of wound healing, rapid pain relief, increased energy, better sleep, reduced stress, sharper mental focus, and an overall feeling of youthful vitality. When you're at your best, you experience the world differently. Contact us at 561-929-1627. For a free consultation to help you feel your best, activate your own stem cells with this affordable patented phototherapy. Call today, 561-929-1627.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
What,
As
Papa?
heard on.
As heard on.
As heard on. We couldn't hear. I feel like Carol Burnett. Do you think her earring like sort of fell to the floor by the end of her show?
Not her earring, her ear.
Well, think about what a pierced earring hole does. It falls.
I have no idea.
You got a lot of fizz there.
Yes.
I could say something else. but I
Pop,
won't.
pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
And we are back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV on a Halloween travel Thursday with none other than Paul Vadiato.
And he's taking me to a trip.
CruiseOptics.com. What were we talking about? Spain. What conflict is going on there, Dr. Love?
The Catalonian people want to secede from Spain. They want to create their
So
own
there's people
states.
from Long Island. Don't worry about that.
Well, California wants to secede from the United States.
Everybody
too.
wants to
That's,
secede. You know something? Secede already. Just get the hell out of here. But when something burns or you drown or there's a catastrophe, don't ask for help.
I have to talk to Dr. Truth because I got to tell you, the amount of hate
Dr. Truth.
and people seceding and wanting to change and leave and cause all this upheaval, why can't people just walk in peace?
Exactly.
This is the thing, and I have a conversation with Dr. Truth over here that really gets to my heart. Why do people always have to fight? Why can't we just be in peace for a moment in time, everyone? I don't mean always. It would be nice. But just a moment to breathe, put your feet back on the ground, and be in peace. Why is everyone so quick to secede, to get one foot, to feel like they're above
Why
the
do
other?
people fight? Since the
Why?
beginning of
They're
time.
just fighting with themselves.
That's right.
So, go back to the ancients, the teachings from the ancients, and the prophets that were brought forward. Are we coming into that time?
Yes, we are. It's coming. The earth is shifting.
Feels different.
Yes, it does. Everything is different. If you're able to ride
Nostradamus
that
had a
wave.
lot of predictions that seem to be aligning right now.
They are. Everything's coming to the light again.
And what power over that?
Where
do we
was the
have?
light before that is coming to it again?
The light is always there within us, but when we're fighting ourselves, we're more enveloped in the darkness of ourselves.
Since the beginning of time, man has always manipulated man. It's the manipulative male versus female, manipulation of religion, hanging people upside down on crucifixes, the whole nine.
I gotta tell you, I'm really tired of it.
Well, you
I
get-
really like to put a stop to
But
it.
life
I
isn't
have to
about-
tell you more than anything. I don't understand, and my sister and everyone will laugh at you because I truly feel it's enough fighting. It's enough hatred. It's enough trying to get up on another. It's enough manipulation. If people could just live in peace and kindness, this world would be such a much better place. And in my heart, I'm not just saying this. I truly believe this.
Do you remember on Saturday mornings we used to get up and watch cartoons?
Fat Albert. Yes.
Remember that?
Yes.
Did you choose? That's right.
Mighty
You used to-
Mouse.
but you used to choose to watch cartoons, right? Because you had the freedom to do that.
Exactly.
It's since the beginning of time, man has had freedoms. We just don't appreciate other man. We appreciate ourselves. So you're never going to lick this thing.
I don't like it.
It's called man's inhumanity to man.
Always.
And we have, it is our human nature to exploit our fellows.
That's right.
So we exploited animals, then we exploited resources, and then we exploited other
Ourselves.
people.
Yeah. And do you know that that is the most consistent thing that man does? Is exploitation.
And conflict.
But that's just a byproduct of
Yeah.
exploitation.
Conflict is the byproduct of the
Yes.
Of the
exploitation.
exploitation. But man is always going to exploit man. So the bottom line here is you get a handful here and a handful there, and you have pockets and pockets and pockets. You know what the problem is? People don't go cruising. If you went cruising, if you did that lifestyle, it would subdue the animal beast.
But you know, Freddie, there are a lot of people who are feeling that, and they want to get away from the conflict. The number of people who are expatriating out of America and going into simpler civilizations, be it in Belize, Costa Rica.
Expatriating.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a word there.
Well, expatriating is that they're,
Holy smoke.
wow, they're choosing to leave America and live in a different part of the country where it's closer to the land, to the people, and they're away from the conflict.
You know,
Because
one of the
conflicts. I'm sorry, go ahead.
one of the reasons that we don't even do politics on this show is I was in Puerto Rico when Puerto Rico had a chance to become a state.
Yes.
And it was going to take 25 years. They still wouldn't be a state, even though I went to high school there today.
Yeah.
And they had the whole formula. It came out in the paper, and it was voted down. The problem is that when a situation arises where catastrophe comes in, lost my mother in a hospital that was condemned and is now a parking lot, right? Where do they go to get help? You know, to be sufficient, independent, requires a large amount of money. It is what it is. You can't run a country on rice and beans. You just can't do it.
Yeah, but it also requires people to be able to reach out beyond themselves and their own needs and help others
Ain't gonna happen.
in the process.
It's not going to happen.
But it is happening.
But it
It
should
is.
happen.
It is
It
where?
is happening.
It's
Show me.
happening everywhere. It's
Maybe at this
spreading.
table?
Exactly.
Boy, you're going to start
That's
from
where
here.
it starts. We got to start with ourselves and.
There's
our
enclaves
people.
in like Belize where there are Americans.
Enclaves
An
in
enclave. Yeah, there are.
I want to go to the
communities.
enclave. I am all in. I will
I
follow.
will take you to the enclave.
I
It's
will
called
follow you.
Placencia.
Yeah,
It's like a placenta.
In Placencia
Yeah.
and Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda, here in Florida.
No,
No.
in Belize.
In Belize.
It's on the Guatemalan border.
I will take all of my producers with me to film this unique vast. The only thing is that when it stops, you're going to hear what I tell you. It's
When
going
what
to
stops?
This growth. Growth
Why
is
so
not
can't
gonna
we create a bigger vision of kindness and truth?
because it's this big.
But why? Why can't we make it grow bigger?
I don't know.
can.
I don't know.
We have the
Okay,
power.
I don't know.
let me
Look
tell you
around.
Two short stories. Aruba is a mixture of 5 different groups of people,
Yeah.
all living on one.
So is
tiny
Spanish
island.
Harlem. What are you going to get now? So is Spanish Harlem. Being
no,
honest.
There's conflict in Spanish Harlem. There's no conflict in Aruba. And in Belize, you've got Taiwanese from Chinese from Taiwan. You've got Indians from India. You've got the Native Americans. You've got the mestizos, which are the mixes. You've got the Mayan Indians. You've got Garifuna, which are African Indian mixes. And then you have British who settled there.
But is this an island?
Belize is a country underneath Mexico.
I know,
There's
but is
6
it an
different-
island or
It's
is it
not-
part of the
No,
country?
it's not an island.
And Atlantic and Pacific.
It's between the Atlantic and Pacific, and there's 6 ethnic groups, and they get along perfectly. There's no conflict. So the model exists for what Dawn is asking for.
Now, can I give you the opposite model?
You cannot give me the opposite
If I give you the
model.
opposite model, or you got we have
want the opposite
we have
model.
to talk about
we want a
what you
model,
might.
we want a model where peace and love and harmony
But it
exists.
doesn't exist.
And it does
It
in
doesn't
Belize.
Okay, it doesn't Belize.
And it does in Aruba.
We're
And
gonna go down
Costa
to
Rica.
Costa
and
Rica
Costa
too.
Rica.
Didn't they just have a civil war down in Costa Rica?
No.
Do you know
Okay,
what's
then
not-
you have 3 countries.
It's not
That's-
even just our
that's
government and the
Colombia had the
politics.
civil
You're gonna bring it here?
No, I'm not. That are causing this. This is what people are doing to themselves in this country.
Exactly.
You can't even blame it on the higher ups, and I'm not even talking politics. People within their own community are not nice to each other, and
That's
I
right.
don't understand why we are not supporting each other to help and to grow. Why are we stepping on each other to get to grow ourselves?
Why is it that in Saudi
Take the mic.
Why is it that in Saudi Arabia
Because I'm on a roll.
why is it that in Saudi Arabia women just got the right to drive?
That's
That's their culture.
Yeah.
Hold
that's
on.
their
Hold on, but
culture.
this is but this
And
is
tell us.
suppressing.
That's their culture.
But this is my
we
point.
don't have the right to criticize somebody else's culture.
I'm not criticizing it. I'm just
are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that what she wants, the model that she wants, doesn't exist in this
Then
country.
we need to create
It
it.
can
Exactly.
it can exist, I feel like, but I think it just takes collective consciousness in that part.
Collective
And I read a book about this
Stay on
called
your mic.
Conversations with God. And
Stay on your mic.
sorry, and he talks about how we're so consumed in this capitalist world that we forgot, and I feel like people have forgotten to get in touch with themselves, and it all starts with ourselves.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And that's why we have narcissists and stuff, because they don't know themselves, and they're doing all these other things. Plus, a lot of this comes from childhood,
Well,
so-
let me ask a question then. Do we, as a society,
you mean an American society?
yeah, that's the only one I'm going to talk about. Yeah,
American society.
Do we, as a culture, breed this kind of behavior that she's talking about?
Yes.
Is that what we do?
Yeah.
Yes, we
All
do.
right. I got $1,000 in my pocket. I'm going to put it on the table. If we're breeding that kind of culture, how are we going to change it? What are we going to rebel? What are you going to do? Everybody going
You
to
have
stand
to
up and walk
teach
out?
The children.
It's in our
You
children.
gotta teach the children another way to be.
Okay, you ever coach a football team of 9-year-olds?
Have I ever coached
Yes.
football
Would
to
you
a 9-year-old?
listen before you laugh at me? They come to me to be their parents. They give me their kids. I become the parent.
Look where we were this morning at the
I
children's
saw.
garden.
I saw exactly what's going on though here.
I mean, they are.
Everybody passes the buck.
But no,
Dawn.
this morning they were back to nature. These kids were at a Mommy and Me, and they were at making wishes, and they were reading stories, and they were doing what they're doing. There was no air conditioning. There were no cell phones. Please, I couldn't even walk my heels to find the power source. You went to find the building so we can do a shoot there. And this is what it's about. But we've tried to do that here on our set, but it needs to be bigger. We need to make more noise, because what's going on in our society is way too much hatred.
Yeah,
But it
too
all
much.
starts with ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to love ourselves. We have to be a revolution within ourselves.
A revolution
but in
within
practice
yourself.
Doing what's best for ourselves.
I love that.
At every given time,
I
and
love
every
that.
given moment.
Just-
This moment sets the stage for the next moment.
And she
So we
awakens.
got to do the best
There
now
she is.
in order to live better.
That's right. Now, how long did it take you to learn that lesson?
It took years.
But is there a fine line between doing what's best for you that might hurt another, or are you still doing it for the greater good of consciousness?
You're doing when we're doing what's best for ourselves, that echoes out into the world, and that becomes doing what's best for others also, because
The
then we
white
become
wire.
in service
Hold
to
on.
others. After we've done doing what's best for ourselves first, we always have to put ourselves first.
What do
That's
you
what's
think, Paul?
most important.
let's look at a
How
microcosm
the hell
of
did we
what
get
we're
this
talking
when we were
about.
traveling?
I'm on a roll. I'm on a
You ever
traveling.
have you ever gone to a Jimmy Buffett concert?
No,
concert?
I stay away from it.
That is a microcosm of a society.
Jimmy Buffett?
The parrot heads.
The white
The
hat?
parrot heads.
Parent
The
heads.
people who
Yeah, it's
Anarchy,
a broad
Hector
mix
says.
of every
It's-
kind of people you can
it's
think
who
of.
embrace a philosophy of that free life, the easy life. And obviously it's made Jimmy Buffett very, very wealthy.
Very wealthy, yeah.
But he now has opened communities in Belize, and he's opened up another one in Margaritaville, where you can live in Margaritaville espousing that philosophy.
But Paul, I have a problem.
But Hector, you're right. I'm watching what Hector's writing. Hector needs a mic. He doesn't even hear me. He says the only problem with that is all the bad guys think they're doing what's best for themselves.
That's right, because that's what he's doing. He's manipulating Margaritaville. He's manipulating your
Jimmy
feelings.
Buffett.
I'm talking about in general. The message gets lost because the truth, not the truth.
I think Jimmy Buffett's great. I think his music is amazing.
I think that Jimmy, I understand it, but it's all about the business end of it. How many people you see?
It's the
giving away things for
lifestyle.
free?
I mean, he obviously it's a business. It's a very wealthy
but
business.
it's business first.
Selling a lifestyle, and we are also selling.
It's an
a
aspiration of this is what
We're
I would
selling
want.
a lifestyle of
Are
self-healing.
you selling it or are
and
you
self-worth.
helping create it?
Creating it.
It's a big difference.
It's a big difference
Exactly.
between selling it or you helping create a better lifestyle.
Okay, so
that
now
pleases
she
mankind.
said selling it.
She said
Give it
creating
it.
it.
Dr.
by
Luca,
selling-
I apologize. You got it, creating. Okay, but let me ask you a question. Now, you're a businessman. We've had this conversation. How do you sustain it?
How do you sustain it? Because people are going to pay for this. You know what I mean? There has to be some exchange.
There you have. You have to sell the why.
Right, we're not
Yes.
exchanging.
Right? This is what we're talking about. Why are they going to do it?
Food for self-love,
Exactly.
right? We all have
No.
to. We all have to pay our bills. I get
Exactly.
that too.
So the problem is that when the message requires funds, it requires money, it changes the game. Because now it becomes a business. I know you're going to tell me it
change
doesn't.
the
I
game.
know.
It
I know.
doesn't change the game because you have to have a phone. And you have to pay for that phone.
Yeah.
And you have to charge that phone, and somebody's got to pay for the electricity to charge that phone.
Dr. Love.
And if you didn't have TV screens,
I
to
agree
watch,
with what you're saying. I followed you for years. I know you almost as long as I know him. I understand the message. The problem is getting the message out.
All right,
That makes
go
sense.
back to what happened in Puerto Rico after Maria.
Okay.
How much of it was neighbor fighting neighbor versus neighbor helping neighbor?
I have
The hurricane or the
Afterwards, the
Aftermath.
after effect. the
It was
aftermath.
neighbor fighting neighbor.
Instead of helping.
Helping what? They used to tell you if the light turns red, I was there. Don't stop. Keep going. You know why? They're going to put a gun to your head. Ask my cousin, because she's no longer with us, and it happened to her. They were stealing cars, they were stealing people, they were stealing because they were at a point that they were desperate with no food, no water, and no shelter. Fidel Castro said that the one thing in life that he never took away from the people in Cuba was religion. Do you know why? Because that's right. That ends the game when you start taking that away. I just have a problem with sincerity of heart. Do you do it because you're going to give it to teach it, or you do it because there's something in it for you?
You know what? Let's take a commercial break. Let's talk about sincerity.
Hey,
of heart. I don't know
when
how
we
we
come
got here,
back-
but we're here. Give
When we
us
come
a
back,
call.
we'll talk.
888-994-4995. When we come back, the conversation continues.
I can't believe we got here. What the happened to
right
my
back.
cruises?
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
As we age, our stem cells decline in their ability to heal our bodies. Imagine a patch that could activate your stem cells and reset them to a younger, healthier state. No supplements, nutrients, or drugs enter your body. Activate your stem cells with this patented phototherapy. Benefits include the support of wound healing, rapid pain relief, increased energy, better sleep, reduced stress, sharper mental focus, and an overall feeling of youthful vitality. When you're at your best, you experience the world differently. Contact us at 561-929-1627. For a free consultation to help you feel your best, activate your own stem cells with this affordable patented phototherapy. Call today, 561-929-1627.
Dr. Lee of Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic with the PhD in neuroscience. Her practice in acupuncture helps hormone balancing, total relaxation, diabetes, and inflammation. For additional questions or to schedule a free consultation, call Boca Raton Acupuncture Clinic at 617-817-1910. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are very effective in treating many ailments and diseases and have been used for thousands of years in China. Call today for your free consultation at 617-817-1910.
Go to Roku. Why do you want to go to Apple? I'll give you a pair. Just go to Roku. What's the matter with you?
Want a pair?
Yeah, the new show with Jennifer Aniston. And,
yeah, I know. Rise and shine.
Did he say
That's
bring
what
you a
I
pair?
did. I did said bring me a pair.
He said bring him a pair.
Listen, we are on Roku. We will be on Roku Live maybe next week. Our show.
So yes,
And we're going to be on Roku. We're going to be on
Amazon Fire Stick.
and on Apple too.
Is it at a particular day and time, or you can just it's archived and you just say
Well,
you
that's
want to
going to
go see
be that's going to be changing. I'm glad you brought that up. We are going to continue the 12 to 2, maybe 12 to 3. We're working some details depending on where we're going to go. And then the show is going to be rebroadcast at a different time on the radio network.
What's the name of the channel on Roku?
The Brooklyn Cafe TV.
The Brooklyn Cafe TV.
And had they just search under that and it brings you right there.
There were
55,000,
57.8.
50, almost 58,000
Almost
people.
58,000.
And this is
homes.
infancy.
I know. And the funny thing is that when this happened, we couldn't believe that it was actually happening. So I had made Gio to go in there and tell me how it's calibrated and everything. These are homes.
Yeah.
These are people that are actually downloading our show. They're not scrolling through other social media sites and finding it. They're going in, they're looking, and they're downloading, and they're watching us.
Yes, and the amazing thing is, I think they're all a bunch of nuts, but I love you anyway.
We love you. We thank you.
I mean, look at the way I'm dressed, so I'm not too normal either.
Right, because now we get to go live on it, which is even more
That's
exciting.
right, we're going to be going live on it.
Just a second on that. Where the demographics of who is listening, are they all American? Are they?
Well, the funny thing you say that, because we have the European package as well. And it happens to be that England happens to be our #1 European friend. And there are more houses over there watching us. I don't know why, because what time is it? It's 1, so 7, it's about 7:10 in the evening there. And they watch us,
It's
you know,
drive time.
because it's like drive time. So when we're going to go live, you're going to be seeing us live at that time. But it's all over the world. It has different pinpoints, and they give you a map of all the IPs.
I
that are
remember
watching.
in the old days when we were doing the straight from the radio show, and we were capturing IP addresses,
Yes.
and you were looking from all over Africa and Europe, all over the country, where people were finding us, God knows how, but we were drawing a lot of people, and
Well,
this is just
Well, one of the
beginnings
nice
of it.
things about Roku and all the other streamliners is that they actually promote your show. So they say if you know whatever the show is, Dr. Love is on the set, blah blah blah. It depends on how you name it. They will actually promote it because they have millions of subscribers.
Well,
Now,
why I'm so excited about that is because Glenn is going to be working on all of that for us. Because apparently someone went in and renamed some things. I'll have another beer. Beer's on me. I don't know who named those.
that would be me.
Teddy Hector. Freddie renamed Teddy. Freddie renamed the beer is on me show.
No, I didn't. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
The beer is on me show.
Glenn is now laughing because Glenn is our social media expert. He's going in to rename them appropriately.
Paul, they laugh. They laugh because
You renamed the show just.
I renamed the show because they think that we just show Facebook. There's 28 platforms that I have to prep these shows for, including now podcasting, which, congratulations, we are now on Spotify. Okay, so if you go to your phone and you say, play the Brooklyn Cafe TV show on Siri, it'll pop up on Spotify automatically. They think that this is just do a show and go. I had to sort of cultivate names.
How does it translate from English into the languages of Europe?
Because we bought a program that actually translates it.
So it's a voice translator.
Yeah, so you ever seen Come to the Casbah and the guy's like I'm talking 15 minutes a second and they're going to come to the Casbah.
No, I think we're an English-speaking country.
No, we are all over. We're in Dubai, which I have a problem with as well.
You seem to forget
I got
that
kicked out of Dubai,
English is
guys.
the number one language in the
It is.
world.
It is.
Everybody speaks English.
England, France, Germany, they pick
Yeah.
up our shows because they all speak English. Dubai didn't like me so much. I get it.
I know why. I know why.
Why?
Well,
They see you drive.
Well, the bottom line is that we do real well in Europe when Paul is on because he talks about trips in Europe. So when you have people in Europe that are tuning in, you'd be surprised how many people are on cruises and vacations and they actually go and say, what, maybe I want to do this and do that because they hear what he has to say.
Well, when I personally travel and I have my cruise planner shirt on, I just sit on the deck. I have my computer which says, I sell travel, and I have things on there. How many people come up to me and they just want to talk about the trips they've been on or the trips that they would like to do? And it's a great opportunity, and it's all personal. It's person to person, an opportunity to say, what is it you'd like to do? What do you want? What experience would you like to share? And that's what this show does, but it does it for Dr. Love, Dr. Truth, and so many other businesses that we do. It's that people want to touch you. They want to get to know you because they feel after experiencing you, I want this in my life. And that is getting back to what you said earlier about people look beyond themselves.
It's true.
They look beyond themselves.
You're right, Paul, and that's the message that we need to get out because, and I really think what people are watching on the media is really perpetuating so much
Ugliness.
of this hate and ugliness.
Exactly.
They feel like it's okay, or they don't even know it's okay. This is what you're seeing, and this is what you're feeling. And they say we feed our soul. We're feeding our ears and our minds with what's going on in some of the media. Some of the media is good. Some of it is telling the story, but the story isn't so pretty.
It's programming.
Right.
We're programmed to feel these things and see these things and feel like that's what exists in our reality, but it doesn't have to.
Well, sometimes you talk about, in the media, you talk about trips, you talk about family unity, you talk about meeting different people and learning and growing, right? All of a sudden, they got the good stuff going on. And then on the other side of the coin, you got people in media talking hate. You got people in media talking about how they have to suppress people, how they are a culture that is far advanced.
So what are we
than anything
teaching
else.
our kids? If this is what
Confusion.
it is. But that's why it goes to
Confusion.
our... I don't know who said yes, but this
Confusion?
is what it goes to our kids.
Do you see confusion in your future?
Yeah.
Aaron?
Aaron?
When I was
Talking to you, Mike? Okay.
early in 2018, I was taking care of my niece full time. She was 4 years old at the time. Now she's 6, and she actually still applies a lot of what I taught her to now. And what I taught her was to open her mind to a lot more stuff. Like the reason I don't go to school for journalism is because I can't do it, and I've realized that. And I'm just going to the beat of my own drummer.
So hold on. When you
Welcome
say
to
you,
our family.
when you say you can't do it, why?
I just realized it wasn't for me. I have ADHD combined type. And I didn't find out until I was the age of 21, until after my 21st birthday, I found out. And it didn't matter what state I lived in, they could not figure it out. It took most of my life just for them to for someone to finally pinpoint what my issues were. And I know how it was for me growing up. If I had known what my issues were, I could have gotten a lot more help. I could have, had a lot more friends than I did. People would have been more understanding. They would have been a lot nicer to me, maybe. Who knows?
But why say issues and not what makes you unique? Because it's a different lens.
When I say issues, I mean I have a chemical imbalance in my brain. And to just say it all, it's a mouthful. So to just put it simply, I have my own issues, just like everybody does. Some are just a little bit worse than others, and I understand that. My niece, she accepts that of me, and from my own experience, when I was taking care of her, and even when I still see her now, I let her know to treat others with kindness. I have always taught her to do that, to accept others as they are. When they were dealing with that custody situation, when her parents were dealing with the custody battle that they were dealing with and mediation, her dad at one point was kind of a jerk about her speech problem. And I told her that when I was around her age, around her age, I had a speech problem. And when I explained it to her and I related to her, it made her feel so much better. She gave me a big hug when I told her that.
Because everyone wants to feel accepted, right? I love Dr. Truth. I love the name Dr. Truth.
Right? It all goes back to self-love and self-acceptance. Because once you accept yourself, you accept everyone else as they are.
But just think, by the time people get to you guys on the beach, we're pretty much adults, right? Imagine if you could get to our youth. And this is back to the mirror thing. We go back OG to this big mirror segment I want to do, to look in this magic mirror and have self-love for even younger than you guys, because I think it starts younger. It starts when you're 4 and when you're 6 and when you're 9 and when you're in middle school and all those awkward times when people bully, and they do, and you don't love yourself. By the time we get to Dr. Love and Dr. Truth on the beach, some of us are so broken that we have to recreate instead of create. How do we get to our youth? How do we make this message bigger and stronger and more impactful?
Number one, you have to change the school system.
Yes.
Number two, you have to have after-school programs for parents who want their kids to live a better life. And that's the only way you can do that, is the after-school program. And my father was working for the American Educational Laboratories, which was a Clinton-era health, education, and welfare program. And what they were doing is they were rewriting learning theory to change K through 12 curriculum. And the parents fought it. They did not want to change it because they didn't want their kids learning something that they didn't know.
Well, they call it woo-woo, right? They think what we do is
woo-woo. The teachers
woo-woo.
wanted it, but the parents didn't, so they had to shut down the program.
Ev, what do you think? Bev has a mic. You can share.
Well, I think we do need to start with the children. I do think we need to educate the parents. Those programs that you're talking about are great, but there's never going to be enough money in the funds to have these programs. I mean, there might be, but there probably won't. I think what they need to do is to educate the parents. Show the parents. I mean, they're teaching yoga to children now. I think it's fantastic. They're teaching meditation to children. And I went to an event and there was all these teaching them about food, the proper way to food, about books about food, children, starting them very young. I mean, I think that's where you need to start with the kids, but you also have to teach the parents, and the parents have to be open, show them that it's fun, because the parents, of course, the children mimic the parents.
How honest can we be? That's all I ask.
You gotta be honest. You just can't curse.
How honest? Because what I'm about to say is going to bother other people. You know, I knew that was going to happen.
Can someone get some paper towels,
It's
please?
going to bother other people. How honest can we be?
You have to be 100% honest.
Because parents only want the best that comes out for whatever surrounds them. Makes it easier to be a parent. Makes it easier to be less responsibility. And I'm only telling you what 21 years of coaching did when I was doing this. And one of the problems that I have with parents is that they look for the shortcut.
That's not true.
Yeah, okay. How honest can I be?
Be honest.
Because to be honest with you, parents are the problem. Because we've forgotten how to be parents.
Well, no, we've forgotten how to be kids.
We've forgotten how to be parents.
Exactly. We've forgotten how to be.
We forgot how to be kids.
Children.
We forgot what it's like to be loving and kind and compassionate and all giving. We're too busy trying. We've forgotten how to have that.
And I'm going to give you one more. I'm going to give you one more. It's on my leg. I'm going to give you one more. Parents think they know their kids. Good luck with that, baby. I'm going to tell you, I got some bad news for you. Because you don't. You don't. You think you do. Because Jane and Paul come home and tell you, hey, Mom, I had a great day at school. I'm good. I'm fantastic. Meanwhile, they're depressed. They got issues. Parents ain't looking at some of the issues around me. None of that is going on. But we want to save the world. We want to make the world a better place when you can't even make your own house a better place.
Everyone tries.
The children are a reflection of the parents. So if the children are going through that, that's what the parents are going through. So that's why it starts with us setting an example. And the parents
so what do we do? Do we hold the kids accountable who were born and birthed and everything else? Did we learn hate? When you came out of the womb, they said, now thou is hateful.
No.
Oh, no. No, we learned hate, didn't we?
Yes.
We learned it. We learned behavior. We have parents to tell parents, you got to stand up and be accountable because you're messing up. You should hit the beach and look at the ocean. What's the old saying? Water is wet. How many times we say that in here?
Yeah.
The truth of life is that water is wet. There ain't no more truth than that. Right?
Well, let me ask you a question.
I think you need to take the kids to the beach, take them on picnics, get them away from the cell phones, just limit them to an hour or two a day. You got to get back to the way we all were brought up.
I'd be surprised if we got them to
naturing, because the children are suffering from nature deficit disorder.
Yep.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
Full time.
Say again?
When I was taking care of my niece full time, I'd have her watch a little bit of TV in the morning, have her wake up, but I would have her do lessons. And then in the afternoon, after nap, I'd take her out. I'd let her wake up a little bit, and then we would go out. We would have fun. We would just be out in the on the street.
Anyone ever heard of nature deficit disorder?
Never heard of that.
I'm fascinated.
Because
You're
we're
right,
all
though.
suffering from
You're
it.
100% right. I'm sorry, Ev. Go ahead.
Well, we live in Florida, but half of the population lives in the top 13 states. So that's New York, Philly, Boston, D.C. They're all up north, and they don't get nature. That's why I moved to Florida from New York. Because all I saw was gray and black.
Seriously.
All I saw.
It's cold winter.
It's congested.
All you have is buildings.
Exactly.
But when you go to somewhere like Colorado, where they're still developing in quite a few areas, you actually still get a lot of that nature. You still get a lot of wildlife. Granted, it's harder to do it in Colorado when you get snow most of the year. Even in May, you could still get snow. It could still be in the negatives.
There's still nature underneath that snow, honey.
Yeah, and there is. But at the same time, what you have to do is find it.
Yeah.
And nature
hold on one
is
second.
horticulture therapy.
Yes, just like she's saying, but nature, you go back and being in touch with yourself. Nature is a healing power. I sometimes when I'm stressed, I'll walk on grass and I can feel the vibration from the grass that it's nourishing me. I'll even hug a tree or something. It brings you back to the you go back to realizing that life is simple and everything is in our minds. It's all in our heads, and you have to appreciate the little things in life. I'll walk out and I'll notice the clouds, and I feel if no one noticed the clouds in the car. I'm at a stoplight and everyone's on their phone. Everyone's on their phone. But I'll literally roll down my window and I'm like, how pretty is that cloud? You're not driving when you do
that, right?
No, but I will drive and I'll look at the clouds, but obviously I'll be safe.
Oh my God.
But it's just you have to notice the beauty that life
notice
has
it
given.
after you stop. Do not drive and notice it. Oh my goodness, Teddy.
I kind of want to gracefully disagree with what a lot of guys are saying. I'm not saying nature's not important.
Bring it
because
on.
It super is, and it really is important to get your kids in nature. But in today's day and age, I don't honestly think it's right to have kids only be on the internet, only be on their computers or phones for 1 to 2 hours a day, because our society, the way it's built, children and their interactions are so built on technology. You communicate through texting, you communicate through Instagram DMs and through Snapchats. And if your child isn't familiar with that, if they don't know the newest news, they're going to end up being alienated.
At what age do you think that's appropriate to start?
I think it's appropriate to start technology at all, or start like giving them a phone and freedom, because I don't think
at age would you give your niece a phone?
No, I think that giving them their phone and freedom should start at high school, because I believe at that point, that is when you need your independence to communicate with each other. But I believe
fair.
my generation in middle school, we were starting on the computer. I had AIM, my sister had MySpace, and that's how you learn to communicate, because in today's day and age, it's weird to just call someone.
Teddy, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. Before, 25 years ago, there were no computers, there was no phones, there was nothing there. I created at the age of 9 baseball teams. And how did I get players? I used to tell people, tell your friends to come on and join. We had stickball, we had baseball. We used to communicate. There was no fingernish. There was none of that. So I understand what you're saying. I think that the problem is that it's become the method of doing business, and we've forgotten what it is to communicate with one another.
Well, I think part of it too is there's a lot of laws now that you can't, like, you're not allowed to just walk in the city. And like, I was just in New York, you're not allowed to just walk out in the middle of the street and play ball anymore, unless you're in a serious suburb. You can't just play.
You come to the Bronx, baby. You play ball. It depends. What I'm telling you.
Bronx is getting gentrified.
Gentrified. Oh, I'm sorry, gentrified.
In Boca, you're not allowed to have food trucks, so you can't sit around. You can't do bonfires on the beaches.
I was speaking to a client yesterday, and he said that he wished that he didn't have the cell phone, because his wife texts him when they're in the house and they don't have any human interaction. It's like people are doing this and they don't know how to communicate when they get in front of somebody.
But did you hear what she said? You can't have bonfires on the beach anymore.
Everyone's
yes, you can. I mean, I don't know if not in. I lived in California.
It depends where you are.
California.
In Florida, you can't.
You can't.
Oh, okay.
It is illegal, and they can give you about a $250 to $500 fine.
So there is problem numero uno, because society is now playing into the problem, not the solution, right?
Okay.
Exactly.
So we need to move to Belize and Aruba.
We're back to Belize. What do you got in your magic bag of tricks?
Well, we need to get a fire on the beach and have a bonfire and have real interaction and sing-alongs and hold our hands and walk into the ocean.
And dancing.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Well, let's go to commercial break. When we come back, Ev will tell us what she has to say, and Paul's going to send us on a trip to Belize.
Can we go? What do you got in your bag of tricks?
We're also going to Mexico in March, and we're going to Alaska in August of 2020. So more to come with that.
And March is our birthdays.
888, yes it is, 994-4995. I was thinking about that this morning.
That's the question, the last break.
We'll be right back.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true. Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters have that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
Tell you a story about that. Hey, and we're back. How'd you do that?
How did you what?
Turn it on. It wasn't even ready. And welcome back.
And we're back. It's our last segment here at the Brooklyn Cafe.
I know we are
the
actually
heart of Delray.
We are actually leaving, and let me tell you something. Let me put an end to rumors. We are leaving because we want to leave. We need more space. We need to get bigger and better. And when we came to the heart of Delray 2 years ago, 2 years, right?
Yeah.
We were in a closet in the front where Dan's office is. With all due respect, it was the best place. But you know something? The show ain't gonna end. It's gonna move on. It's gonna move on. It's gonna get bigger and better. It's not we're leaving because we gotta leave. It's leaving because we are going to do more
Growing
production.
pains.
That's right. And we have to start somewhere. So we picked now season. We are still gonna be an influence in Delray. We have a contract agreement with the library. All our friends on Atlantic want us to do remotes. You're going to see us more than ever. So we're not going anywhere. I don't care what anybody says is their house. You know, when I build it and you live in my house, it will always be my house. Just to tell you that you're going to always live in my shadow, which is all cool. But moving on. Monday, where are we going to be Monday?
Monday, we're at Pizza District on Southwest 18th Street in Boca Raton. Nico is always the most gracious host. I hope you can all join us. Every day is an open invitation. It is season. It's a party. And yes, the best cauliflower crust pizza you'll ever have.
The best.
His pizza is amazing. He has vegan, but the cauliflower, and they deliver right to my house. Every Saturday night, I don't go out anymore. I order in Pizza District. But their subs are great. Their salads are great. And Nico is always amazing. He says his home is ours, Freddie. As much anytime we need it. We'll be there Tuesday. We're going to be at Mad Robot Brewing Company on Federal Highway.
And we're doing
in
Boca at 2:30.
Mad Robot will be there.
We are going to try to do the dating game. You guys will be great.
Dr. Love and Dr. True.
You either walk in together, you walk out.
I think they were there on Hemp Boca's show about a month ago.
That's how we talked.
Right, that's
when we talked the last time.
That's where we met.
On Thursday, we're down at a game in place on Sterling Road, the Game Adventure. We're going to be putting together the Brooklyn Cafe game. And Wednesday, we're going to see where we're at. I have a feeling we may be at somebody's home, starting her own segment.
Why not? And we are going to be creating the Brooklyn Cafe game board. Don't miss out on that. We may have a Dr. Liv Dow. We may put a Dr. Liv Dow in that game because everybody's talking about it. I'm going to tell you, being out there is great as long as your message carries hope.
Well, that's the end of it for us, anyway. That's our message of hope.
That's right. And what does hope stand for?
In my world?
Yeah.
Home of production and entertainment.
That's right. And that's what it's all about.
That's going to be on our new building. So
and everything in the new building, we're going to have bigger spaces. Wait till you see what's coming. The kids are going to be, we're going to demand more from them as well.
Absolutely.
You want to do Moby Pop?
Brought to you by Moby Pop.
Why not? Let's do
Moby Pop.
Why not?
Because this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom.
55312. Don't confuse me.
I'm just teasing. I just counted backwards. Jen G of Moby Pop has gone into our back office, and I haven't even been in our back office. There are so many people there that she has to download them.
I didn't even know there was a back office.
I didn't even know we had a back office. I did, but I haven't looked at it. So go to your phone, start a new text message. The number is 55312, and in the message it's CAFE, C-A-F-E. Hit send, and you will get all of the information as well as a button you can click to be on our show and find out everything, where we're going to be, how to be there, how to join us, how to work with us, and of course to see all of our sponsors on the cafe.
That's right. And I also want to thank Don Pablo Coffee, who is a sponsor of the show. And we have 7 Don Pablo coffees that we're going to be bringing out to you.
Pods.
7, and you got pods.
They have those, actually. They're sustainable.
It's ridiculous. But we will be doing a show down in Miami at his studios. We're going to bring Miami into the set. Now, you are always invited to come to any remotes that we do. We can network. We can talk. Paul had a great time in the last one from Ramona's place. Everywhere we go, you guys are always invited. Don't wait for the invite because it gets crazy around.
Oh, and before we get into the sincerity piece that we skipped because we went into whole other topic, the painting behind me, and you can see it on both pictures, is the first. I'm going to cry.
Why are you going to cry? This was the first painting that when we came to the gallery that was put together in Dawn's name. It is, what is it, New Dawn? New Dawn, he put it together. And this painting is going to come with us. It's always been part of the legacy. I'm going to tell you something. No, don't shed a tear, Argentina, for me, because I'm going to tell you, I've been around this game a long time, and we are going to make it bigger, better. We are going to produce things that you ain't never seen before. This time, I got a whole crew out here of talent coming your way, so you watch what's coming.
I just hope the hat doesn't follow.
Yeah, the hat. You know something? The hat is something that Teddy put together.
But this is from Mark Freeman, and Mark Freeman is no longer here at the Heart of Delray Gallery. And I texted him over the weekend, and he said, "Please take this to your new home."
That's right. And we've made a ton of friends. We loved it here. It's just time to go and grow. Come on down, have a little fun. Meet us at Pizza District on Monday. We'll give you an update as to where we are. But the bottom line here is that when you have family, you have everything.
And sincerity.
Everything. That's right. The bottom line here.
Back to that conversation.
That's what it comes down to. So isn't it ironic that you got Dr. Love and Dr. Truth on the set? You got Paul, and I know Paul for years. This man, what you're going through right now, I don't wish on nobody, including my enemies, but our prayers are with you.
Thank
Whatever
you.
you need, my friend, we're here for you. I see that Michelle is sitting here as well as the other friends that we have. I am blessed to have been here meeting you 4 years ago. We keep going and growing, baby. Ain't no reason to tear up. This is about growth. Because you know what?
This is because Mark gave me this then, and he said, take it to your new home.
And
so
you
you
brought
know
it.
what a gracious man
And
he
you,
is.
that's right.
And
He's
don't
a friend.
leave out the work that you've done with the not-for-profits and the charities and the
there we
reach
go.
out
Look who's
to
here.
the community.
We've got Light It Up Green for MD. May Dean is with us.
That's right.
And she's amazing. I remember the first time I talked to you, you said, "Oh my gosh, you're really calling me back? You're not having a producer call me?" I said, "What, are you crazy?"
That's right, because you family.
Yeah, thank you.
Family. And
I
Light It
gotcha.
Up Green is all over the world.
Yeah.
Keeps growing and going.
Yeah.
We've done
Trying
no place.
to become a nonprofit.
And you know
I'm
something,
working
I may
on it.
have somebody to help you.
Absolutely.
We've met somebody to help you. We have grown from a computer and 2 cams
True that.
to what you have in front of you now. And the bottom
Amazing
line,
producers and interns.
and we're going to be changing the game. G already says that we're going to go to the new era. We're going on to new stuff. You're going to be seeing minis. If you have a business and you want to come right on that screen, we're going to send our producers
We're
out
going to
to
send
do it.
Elvira with you. She's looking really cute.
Look at Elvira. Look at her. I know, neither did I. I know it for over a year. But we grow and we go. And you know that message you want to bring out there? Bring it. If you're real and sincere about what you want to do, if you believe here, if you look in that mirror and say, you know what? I believe that. Bring it. Show me. And I will support anything you got to say. My kids know. No idea is a bad idea. I told you that 4 years ago. You made me chase for 4. I would have known you 8. You told me no for 4. And here you sit.
Here we sit.
And look what you can
And here we
accomplish.
teach.
And here we go.
And the best is yet to come.
I'm excited about
But
today.
a lot of
Come
it
on.
goes back to sincerity. It's teaching And I want to say accountability, because so many people do not take accountability for themselves and for their actions, right?
Yes.
We're so quick to pass the blame of what happens on somebody else. You know what? Sometimes you have to step up and say, I take accountability. I was wrong. I'm sorry, whatever it is. But these are my actions because. And that is, I think, a disconnect we're having. Are we not, again, I know, Dr. Love, it's back to what we teach in our school systems. A lot is on our teachers, I know. But maybe some of the programming needs to be changed.
But you were right about the parents have to be educated.
Yeah.
Because the parents abdicate their responsibility to raising their children to teachers who only get them 5 hours a day. Are you
Actually, they
kidding
get
me?
them more because they're getting them from, 6 in the morning until sometimes 6 at night. Our
No,
teachers
it's
are
pretty
getting
much
them.
9 to 3.
The teachers? Except
pretty
after
much 9 to
school.
3.
We gotta develop a system that gives something to parents to understand that they're helping their kids. That's the problem.
You need a license to drive a car,
Yeah.
but you don't need a license to have kids.
True that.
And raising kids is way more complicated than driving a car.
We should make you take a license out if you want to have children.
If you get married, you need to take a
birth
1-year
control.
training course in order to raise kids.
You got to be able to raise a plant before you can raise a kid.
Exactly.
Seriously.
You got plants and a puppy before you can have a kid.
You know, it's easier to have 6 kids than to get a mortgage.
Probably
And
a
it
lot more
costs
fun.
more on the kids than it does for the mortgage.
Seriously.
I mean, come on now. I mean, the bottom line here is be real, be strong, and no matter how crazy an idea seems, try it. That shoe may fit. That's what it comes down
How
to.
crazy was it when we came here?
When we came here, I thought you were completely out of your mind.
Wait to see the next place we're going.
And wait till you hear what's coming on the horizon on the radio television side. We are going to be syndicated.
Uh-oh.
We're syndicated, and you see, that's the freaking word that everybody understands. And I don't understand that, but syndicated means 3 or better on the AM and FM dial. We are going to be on 5 different stations, and that's coming starting probably next week.
Probably starting Monday, yeah.
All right.
But how do we teach sincerity? I want to get back to that. And Ev, you had something to say as well.
I think I lost the train.
We all did, I know.
Popeye.
We get back to it, though.
We just have to walk in our truths and accept ourselves as we are and be who we're meant to be in this world. Not doing what this person says to do or doing what society says is the right thing to do. Do what you feel is right in your
Are
heart.
you
for
comfortable
yourself.
going against the grain?
Yes, I am. Because that's the way I live now.
Are you comfortable being called a rebel?
Yes. Because you can call me anything you want. I know who I am in my heart. That's
look
your
at-
opinion.
look at
and that's a
Nadine.
reflection of who you are.
We should get Nadine.
With
Do you
her
have a mic?
completely. Yeah, I
No
do.
one has gone against the grain in support of a family and love than you have. You have.
Well, raising a kid with a disability and still having to discipline him and teach him what's right from wrong and teach him to do his truth.
So if something's busted and you go against the grain, there's nothing wrong with going against the grain. I mean, it's busted. The system doesn't work.
Yeah, but you're trying to fix it by going against. Trying to fix it.
Okay, but this is the problem. Because you still have to survive in the busted system. And when you try to fix it, it sort of compromises where you want to go. You can't fix something until everybody...
Yeah, but you can fix yourself.
Exactly, and that's where it
But
starts.
you're not going to live in the system then.
Okay, so let me use you as an example.
Use me as an example. Why not?
You are working outside the system.
Always have
and
been.
thinking
You're not
outside the box.
ABC, CBS,
No,
NBC.
I'm not.
You are Freddie and Dawn.
Yes.
And so you created your own system
Yes.
parallel to the current system.
Correct.
So you're the living example of what you're looking for.
But I've never challenged ABC, CBS, and NBC.
You don't
I've
have
never
to.
challenged them.
You don't
I've
have
never
to. You have to
said
do
that
it
they're
yourself.
wrong.
You don't
We got
have to.
friends in the business. I've never said they do it, whatever they do. I've never done that. But I bring people who on CBS, NBC, and ABC will not have an opportunity to bring your message because they want big pharma, for lack of a better word.
Exactly.
But here they sit, and you have the right message. That's the part that gets to me. Having the right message as opposed to having the wrong message and you're not big enough to put...
Well, people think they're. But this is what Hector goes back to saying is those bullies think their message is right. We think our message
That's why they
is
call
right.
bullies.
But everyone seems to feel their message is right. But when you're harming another person to grow yourself, does that mean your message is right? In my opinion,
well,
no.
hold it.
But
We
that
don't-
shouldn't
it isn't about our message.
Exactly.
It's about your message. It's about your message. It's about his message, your message, and all I'm doing is listening and putting it out there so people can see it. I'm not telling you how to think. I applaud how you think. But I'm looking at my phone, and I know about a half a dozen people who are just going to go against the grain. I love that Teddy said, I disagree. I love the word disagree.
Yes.
Because NYU taught me, if you agree, why are you sitting here?
Exactly.
Why are you paying me $60,000 a year? Go out there. Because if you agree and you go with the flow and you don't like being called a rebel, out of society, out of the box, you got a problem.
I've always been a rebel.
That'll help is if you have to find your tribe. If you can find your tribe, like we all have I think we're all a tribe here. And when you find your tribe, you get that support, you get that moral support to do the right thing because you have like-minded people. And when you get like-minded people together, there's nothing that you can't accomplish.
But do you hunt for more people? Do you make the tribe bigger?
Yes.
Do you bring them to the forefront and say, listen, I want you to come in here and I want you to sit at a table and let's make it. But think about this. Do you have the time? Can you do that? Do you have the desire? Do you have to do other things because other things get important in the way?
How about honesty?
Exactly. Radio show. You are getting like-minded people together. Look at all the connections.
Honey, I've been doing this for 12 years. I've been on this one for 4.
But I mean, since you've been here, look at all the people you connected together. And we're all on the same wavelength. We want to help the community. We want to help society. We've helped each other in our businesses.
And and most importantly, as adults, we all help each other and we grow, we see it. But to me, it's our crew. We've had 200 interns, producers come through. Come through our
close to 300
these stores
already.
in 2 years.
Yeah.
And some of them have got amazing jobs, but they have everything you see, from the Gazette to our videos that have exploded. What you guys created yesterday was amazing. To being on remote, to Teddy understanding why we've got a delay on one camera and she fixes it, to Dylan putting the commercials together. Everything that you guys bring, which I never realized when we just needed help, how it would evolve. God sent you all, and every single one of you have been an
And there have
part.
been agencies. Salem, one of the largest radio stations in America, contacted
People want
us.
to know where you all come from.
There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes
That nobody sees.
that people don't understand, but there is a lot of stones to pick because our problem is that we want to help guys like what you do on the beach and we're going to help guys like Paul. We want people to understand that if you're going to do a trip, he's going to give you the best advice. That's what we want.
And he's going to tell you the truth.
I can sell out tomorrow and tell you, oh, look, this hat will cure cancer. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that anymore. I'm not there. So if I don't hit the big time, if I'm not on CBS, I don't care. The important message is what you bring, and bring it. Make some noise. Make it bigger. Okay? Don't sit back and think that the guy next to you is going to do it.
Just share your message, right?
And
Just
your
do
message
it.
counts.
Of course.
That's the end of the day. Your
Especially
message
here,
Yeah,
Paul.
exactly.
And y'all vibe attracts your tribe. That's why people are attracted to you. You don't have to go looking or searching or find anybody. They're going to find you. They're like, that's what I want.
Or we can find you tomorrow at 7 a.m. on the beach. We should go.
Yes,
Sure.
totally.
Take you all to the beach tomorrow at 7 and then come here and do what
We
we gotta
also
do.
have 2020 Vision, which is our kids. They produce a show on Tuesday, and they talk about some of the things they're going through. And we will sprinkle in to sort of agitate them a little bit, but they talk about what's going on in their neck of the woods because we have to present both sides.
Exactly.
Right? We have to show the good, the bad, and the ugly because it's only fair.
Absolutely.
So a lot of things are planned. More stuff is coming. You either on the train or you're going to be by the train station.
Yeah, or hop on the train.
You got to come and go. So, you
Paul,
ready
how
to
do
move
people
on?
find- I'm ready to rock and roll.
You sure?
We got to go.
You got to go.
Take
And
it
keep
now
the
with
wand,
us.
though. Make sure you keep the wand.
You know what? I tell you, I got wand elbow, but you know what? It's better than tennis elbow, and it can all be treated. I realized that's what it was.
Yeah.
Because I do this so much, I think I got wand. You know what happens when I do this?
That can be strengthened with Qigong on the beach.
I click my red
Qigong.
pill, and we go. Qigong. She's
Qigong.
gone, baby. She's gonna fly. Paul, how do people find you? As always.
Cruise Optics on internet, www.cruiseoptics.com, or phone 561-232-2626, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Cruise Optics.
And if you can't reach Paul, you reach us. We'll make sure you get the number.
Cruiseoptics.com. And tomorrow, 7 a.m. on the beach.
What beach?
Right. Delray Beach, Atlantic Avenue, across from the Marriott Hotel.
You can't miss him.
7 a.m.
7 sharp, sunshine or rain, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Sunshine or rain.
He pushes the rain away. He sends to my house.
It was amazing. We were laughing about it, that we said rain or shine, and we did it. We pushed the rain
I was
away.
looking at the news this morning. I says, ha ha, it's raining over there. And I said, holy smokes, who's that guy?
I think it's a great message. So you can find Dr. Love and Dr. Truth every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. on the beach, or you can look them up, Dr. George Love, to make sure you find the right.
LoveChineseMedicine.com.
There you go. Qigong, Tai Chi, just moving and grooving.
That's right. And what you got to do is you got to get up and go. You know, talking about it is cheap. Doing it costs a little bit of money to get you there. So make it happen.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Please make sure your kids are safe. Check their candy. Make sure they've got flashlights. And everyone, please stop texting and driving. The kids are out on the streets tonight and in the malls.
And do not take advantage of the fact that kids are getting candy from people that they know. Sometimes stuff gets mixed up. Put the candy on the bag. Play the candy game, the one my sister used to do. Let's separate it to see which, because what they were doing for me was they were checking out the stuff.
1 for you, 10 for Freddie.
So be smart, especially fruits, especially fruits and vegetables, apples and stuff. Just be on the safe side, because you know something, it's worth to do it.
Be kind to each other. We will see you Monday, same time at Pizza District in Boca Raton
Don't
on
be late.
Southwest 18th
That's right.
Street. And
don't be late, baby.
bye-bye.